Speaker. Madam Speaker, I yield 4 minutes to my very good friend and fellow member of the Rules Committee and of the Judiciary Committee, the gentlelady from Arizona, Ms. Lesko.
Gentlelady is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Cole, for yielding me the time. Madam Speaker, you know, God takes us on journeys in our life, and about 30 years ago, I was married to an abusive ex-husband. And when I finally left him, there were times in my life I had no money and no place to live. And I tell you what, I never dreamed in a million years that I would be standing here today as a congresswoman in the United States House of Representatives. And I tell you what, I never would have believed that I would be standing here talking about impeachment of a president of the United States. I serve on the Judiciary Committee. I also serve on the Rules Committee. I have spent hours and hours and hours reading transcripts, looking at documents, hearing testimony. And I can tell you one thing. I believe this is the most unfair, politically biased, rigged process that I have seen in my entire life. Here are the facts. There is no proof, none, that the president has committed an impeachable offense. Not one of the Democrat witnesses, not one, was able to establish that the president committed bribery, treason, or high crimes and misdemeanors as required in the U.S. Constitution. And as I've said before, the Democrats are really undermining their own argument here, because 17 out of the 24 Democrat members on the Judiciary Committee voted here on this floor to move forward articles of impeachment on July 17th of this year, before President Trump's call even took place. And 5 out of the 9 Rules Committee members that are Democrats did the same thing. So if your argument is that this phone call is the main reason for this impeachable offense, why did you vote for impeachment, moving impeachment forward before the call even took place? The process has been rigged from the start. Other members have told you. I mean, never in the history of the United States have we had impeachment that's gone through the Intelligence Committee in closed-door hearings, where a member of the Judiciary Committee, myself, wasn't even able to ask one single question of a fact witness. The whole thing's been rigged, been unfair. In the process that you had set forth, you made sure that the president didn't have any right to have his counsel there until Judiciary, but by then it was too late. It was too late, because there was no fact witnesses allowed in Judiciary. So I couldn't even ask a question, nor could the president. This is the most partisan impeachment in the history of the United States. Not one Republican voted for it in Judiciary Committee, not one Republican voted for it in Rules, and not one Republican, I don't think, is going to vote for it here today. Madam Speaker, this is a sad day. I believe the Democrats are tearing this country apart. They're tearing families apart. May God continue to bless all of you. May God continue to bless the President of the United States. And may God continue to bless our great nation. And I yield back.
Members are reminded to direct their comments to the chair. Gentleman from Massachusetts.
Madam Speaker, if Republicans want to defend the president's indefensible